Whenever you feel sad or mad or nervous or out of control, write down what you're thinking. And then ask yourself, is it true? How do I feel when I have this thought? How do I act when I have this thought? And what's the outcome of the thought? Then my favorite part of it is take the original thought and then turn it to the opposite. And then just ask yourself whether or not that's true. And by directing my thoughts, by managing, so rather than being a victim, so many of my patients are victims of their thoughts until they do the work, right? This is one of the things where do what the F I say. Write down 100 of your worst thoughts. Take them through that process. And by the time you get to 30, they'll stop bothering.
Number 1, disrespect. The moment you belittle her or mock her feelings, she stops feeling safe with you. Number 2, neglect. When you stop noticing her effort, she stops putting it in. Number 3, broken promises. Every time you don't follow through, you teach her she can't rely on you. Number 4, lack of affection. Love needs touch, words, and presence. When that's gone, so is her fire. Number 5, making her feel invisible. If you treat her like background noise, she'll eventually become silent in your life. Number 6, inconsistency. Nothing kills a woman's love faster than a man who says one thing but does another. Her love doesn't vanish overnight. It fades piece by piece until one day she looks at you and feels
the last one is the most dangerous of all, because who you keep around you will decide the quality of your life. 1. Stay away from those who blame everyone for their failures. They've built a habit of victimhood, and they'll drag you into it. 2. Stay away from fools and addicts who are always intoxicated. You can't build a disciplined life surrounded by chaos. 3. Stay away from unhappy and troubled people. They can't find peace themselves, and they won't let you live in peace either. 4. Stay away from your enemies. They study you, they envy you, and they'll do anything to bring you down. 5. Stay away from those who talk behind your back. If they whisper about others to you, they whisper about you to others. And here comes the most important part. Your circle is either your greatest protection or your greatest threat. Choose wisely, because energy is contagious. Drop a warning sign in the comments if you agree.
And I told her, I'm done with this marriage. I told her we made a mistake because I don't trust you anymore. And I feel like you're disrespecting me and you're okay with that.
How much is too much? Even if you guys are resolving it, if they're saying sorry, does it become a point where those disrespectful moments, it's just too much?
There are 3 poison pills that will kill a relationship. If you have one of them, you'll never build a healthy, vibrant relationship. The 3 of them are disrespect, dishonesty, and deflection. If you have one of those, it's game over. If you have multiple, it's apocalyptic. You're living in hell. You address the little things right on, because when they're little, they're a lot easier to handle than when you just constantly sweep it under the rug, and then it becomes this rabbit hole that you've dug yourself into that you never come back from. And I can't do that no matter how much I love her and I adore her. I had to understand that I needed to respect myself more than I needed a relationship. That my relationship with myself was more important than any other relationship I had out there. And when I came home, it was a completely different person there. How she'd oriented herself towards this behavior had completely changed. And we worked through it, and it's never happened again, but that set the trajectory. As a man, ultimately the only way to have accountability in a relationship, which is the only way to have respect in a relationship, is if you're willing to leave. Now, I'm not saying leave your kids. I'm not saying leave your responsibilities, or this is a justification for you being a loser and not leveling up and being, I'm checking out because it's her fault. No, that's. But if you're a good dude showing up and she's not, you're not in a relationship. You're alone and you're stuck in that. So you have to be willing to leave that if you want accountability.